Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut 11. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for joining us here today. It's actually a Monday, and it is the 22nd of June of 2026. I will not be able to do this reading the messenger tomorrow for you. I'll be on the road, so I thought let me do it on Monday as we're reading the energies. Remember, it's a general reading. As the moon is transiting through Libra, we had a bit of a low on the weekend. I felt it myself. I saw it from others as well. So I guess you probably felt it as well, my dear friends, as we're heading up to a full moon in Capricorn. That is going to be in a challenging aspect to Saturn and Neptune from Aries. And a full moon, we know, is, things happen even before the culmination and the filling out of the moon. So we'll be having those feelings, those emotions, as we're coming up to the 30th of June. If you're in the Southern Hemisphere, 29th of June, late in the evening. And well, if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, it's more during the early morning hours. So I guess we won't feel it as much because we'll be asleep, right? But let's see what's going on, as we've got some incredible things happening in the sky. It is a very significant time, my dear friends. We talk about this on Patreon. We have uploaded the full moon analysis. If you're a patron, then go and watch it when you have time. And if you're not on our Patreon tribe, then consider joining us. Let's see what the messenger has for us today. Libra is relational. It's relating to others. It's harmony, balance. That's what we're trying to find. Remember, Libra is opposite Aries, which is the I versus the us. Let's see what is going on, because, an opposition, as the moon is going to come up and oppose Saturn from Aries. That's going to be a bit of a downer. We're feeling that in the next few hours, but it's like a full moon as well. Something may show up for you. What are the blockages? What are the fears pertaining to the identity, to the I am versus we are? Let's see what's going on. What's coming through? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for your guidance. What is the Karma Dharma at this time? You could take this as a timeless reading, looking at the tarot. We've got the Death card. Wow, Scorpio. Interesting. So big fundamental changes, metamorphosis. Some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio individual. This is death and rebirth. Okay. This is also possibly 8th house themes coming up, such as money that's shared with others, money that comes from a partnership, from the government, from an inheritance. It's the big money, right? Scorpio is the 8th house, but it's also the house of intimacy, emotional, physical. So something is bound to change. Something is transforming. Now, speaking of Scorpio, Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, right? And Mars. Mars is still in Taurus. He could be frustrating. He wants to move forward quickly. He can't. He needs to be certain. And Pluto is in Aquarius with Juno. Juno, the astro of commitment and marriage, is retrograding over Pluto. So there's something to do with agreements, contracts, marriage, right? That we're possibly mulling over and looking over. And a retrograde body, celestial body, whether it's an asteroid or whether it's a planet, gives us opportunities to go over things from the past. And speaking about going over and revising, because Pluto is retrograde, so is Juno. They're in Aquarius, in the early degrees of Aquarius. We've also got Chiron that's now entered Taurus, another fixed sign, just like Scorpio and Aquarius. And, finishing up this month Jupiter is going to enter Leo, so it's going to be a huge shift in energies. But Chiron is also, which is the wounded healer, right? The open wound, whether it's psychological, physical, emotional, is in a very positive aspect to the nodes of the moon. So collectively speaking, we've got opportunities to find a resolution to this open wound, whatever that is. And Scorpio is also the psyche, its fears, its mysteries, its secrets. Let's see what's coming through, because we're going to be living through very significant changes, right? Let's see what is going through, what's coming through energetically, Spirit. Yep, some sort of a completion and an ending. It could be successful. It could be with someone that's physically at a distance to you, comes from a different background. This is the end of a life journey. It's completion, it's culmination, but it's with success. Five of Cups, Spirit is saying, leave the past where it is, leave the regrets, stop mulling over the past. What's gone is gone. What's closing up for you is closing up. What you're being released from is very karmic. It's godly, let's say, because we've got a very big card, you know, and this could speak to a marriage, yes. For some people, this is a successful culmination, closure, which brings a new birth, a birthing. We see Venus in the womb, ready to be birthed. Now, Venus is in Leo already, and she is right opposite Pluto. So big changes with money and with relationships. There is Venus. She's already opposed Pluto. Right? So we may be seeing the changes if you've been dealing with a narcissistic, controlling, challenging, jealous, narcissistic relationship that you need to release, then let it be. Right? Let's see what else is going on, because we've got the Two of Cups that are still standing, which he's not focusing on, obviously. And here is the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is usually Libra, more so Libra energy, but it could be a decision. It could be some sort of, you know, talk, communication. She holds the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is clearing out. It's clearing the air. It's being truthful. It's seeing the truth, but it's also a decision, a significant decision. Now, she's usually the divorcee. She's a separated mother, or she's someone who is seeing things from a much more clearer perspective. And this could speak to some people that there is some sort of a rounding up, a culmination, and an ending where things have been tough. Now, this could also be a decision, something that comes from a magistrate, right? A decision, anything written, correspondence which comes through as a decision, some sort of a ruling. Let's see. We've got the Six of Cups, which brings emotional balance and harmony. This could be involving situations to do with the past. Remember, Mercury is transiting through Cancer and is preparing to retrograde. There is Mercury. He's very close to Jupiter, so we may get the bigger picture of something that's connected to the past, seeing more clearly. The wisdom is coming in through communication. But it brings, because we've got the Five of Cups and the Six, right? That's transitioning from those spilt cups to the cups that are filled. And there's emotional harmony here. We've got the Hierophant. Now, nostalgia, relationships, themes, and people returning possibly from the past. My friend was telling me before, her phone wouldn't even make any calls, her cell phone. Just recently, I mean, Mercury's been playing his tricks already. Even though he hasn't retrograded, he's going to retrograde on the 29th of June. But, okay, and we've got Taurus, Scorpio here, which speaks to values, security, financial, feeling stable, secure, nurtured. And there's so much Cancer going on as we're in the Cancer season, right? It's all about that. feeling safe and secure. When you haven't felt that, it's time to close that door. And the Hierophant could be a marriage, right? It could also be a change where our beliefs are concerned. You know, this is tradition, this is family, this is, but also changes. Another 5. Remember, Uranus has been transiting through Taurus for 7 years, 7, 8 years, right? And he's finished up in Taurus, and now this could be the result of where there hasn't been security, safety, you haven't been valued, you haven't been feeling safe and secure. You know, Taurus could be, because, okay, Aries is I, me, my, but Taurus is I have. So if you've been in a connection where it's been push and pull, and it's been only about what I have and what is mine, that doesn't feel like there's a flowing, you know, reciprocity with your belongings, whether it's land, whether it's money, whether it's, you know, not something like that doesn't usually come through, but that's what's coming through now. And remember, Chiron is also now in Taurus and is going to square over to Pluto. So that is, Chiron is I'm cutting, right? I'm cutting, I'm severing ties. I'm going to surgically remove, metaphorically, this draconian dark energy, or this controlling, jealous, narcissistic relationship from my life, which hasn't been good for me. The story's come to a resolution, to a completion, is coming to that. And we need to be truthful. We need to be, sometimes even use logic, you know. Even though Cancer is all about the emotions, the feelings, remember that Uranus brings awakenings. Uranus is in Gemini, and Uranus is things that come to us through communication, through perception. There is Uranus. And in the next few days, we're going to see Mars finish up in Taurus, pass over Algol, which is needing to behead the Medusa, overcome our fears, that is, of the Gorgon in our life. Whatever that is it a bad job? Is it friendship? What is it for you? And then Mars is going to connect with Uranus, and that will be viable and happening. I would say in the next few days it starts to play out, okay? And that's sudden breakthrough, sudden cutting, understanding, you know, sudden aha moments that some of you may be having, because Mars is also on cutting, right? And Gemini is, that's the logical thing to do. Because of some words, some communication, some perception. What is the outcome? And we've got the 8 of Swords. Yeah, someone needs to overcome their fears and not see things as more darker than what they are. There's the King of Swords. King of Swords is our masculine side. It's Aquarius energy. Uranus that rules Aquarius is in Gemini. And this could be someone that is an advisor. We've got King and Queen of Swords. They're a couple. She's turned her back to this king. So I don't know how it speaks to you. We've also got another king, a King of Cups. This would be a Scorpio. We could have an Aquarius, Scorpio. We've got Taurus here as well. And Leo, I would say, because of the 4 fixed signs here. So let's take the Kipper and just get a bit more information here. This is about, I would say, you know, the heart, the emotions and the mind working together, or even working in opposition. You know, Queen of Swords is, this is what I want, this is my truth, this is what I want to follow, this is what I want to know. And the Hierophant, which is traditions, and it's, you know, I think she's going against, even though it's hard for her, to follow traditions. She's going to break traditions here and overcome her fears, whatever she's releasing. Let's go. We've got thoughts, and we've got a divine masculine. I do get the King of Swords here. He's thinking of doing something crazy, something very unexpected. Could be King of Cups as well, because we see all the paintbrushes and he's a creative little, I was going to say little person. He's got that creative ability, but he's also got the mind, the ingenious mind. So it's, yeah, again, it's between imagination, beliefs, and truth, but also perception. So that King of Cups before could have been a Pisces for you. Let's see what's going on, because it's the number 16, and 16 is the tower. It's the number of the tower. So he's getting downloads. He's looking at this female, thinking, imagining. We've got distant horizons, and this is a very lucky card indeed. We see the broken anchor, which is getting unstuck, and it's been a while, because the anchor can speak to business, work, stability, financial, emotional, even marriage contracts, marital contracts, with Juno on Pluto, right? Something needs to go for this ship to sail in, and this ship is loaded with abundance. It's very dreamy. It's like the vision. It could also be the ability to create your dream. These could be fantasies that can become reality, but it won't be easy. I'm saying that because this full moon is in a challenging aspect. There's a lot of pressure to stay grounded, to be mature, to overcome fears, and to chase your dream. I speak about that on Patreon. Do join us as we go through the aspects and what they mean. And that's what's happening as we're coming up to Capricorn. Okay, so full moon in Capricorn, the moon is transiting through Capricorn, the sun through Cancer. What else? Distant horizons. So this is like a wish fulfillment. Something that's coming in, or someone that's coming in, or your dream is at a physical distance. Is it a person? Is it a place you want to go to? What is it? And there are concerns and worries about this. Totally on point with the energies of the full moon that we're coming up to. What else? And we've got the main female. So it looks like it's the main female. Mainly that's more the worry wart here. So if you're a female, this would be you. If you're a male, then this could be your person. Let's take two more. And looks like she is the one that he's fantasizing, imagining, or thinking. There's community, so that could speak to support from others, or community can mean also like a coming together. Possibly also distant communities coming from different parts of the world. And we've got the imprisonment, you see. So something is sort of blocking the energies, and the Eight of Swords, very similar to the imprisonment. There is a lot of concern and a lot of worry, because there are possibly third parties, challenging financial situations, fears of and insecurities, because we see the mice here. And the lock, someone needs to find the key. The key is Chiron in Taurus. And Taurus is value, self-worth, self-love, feel-good energy, as well as what I own, the land I own. It's your resources, it's your physical body. And remember, Taurus is ruled by Venus. She's transiting through Leo. She wants to flirt. She wants to have fun. She wants to take charge. We've got the house, and the house can speak to stabilizing something. It's a positive card. Sometimes I see it as a tower, or even like an ivory tower, where someone in their home life, in their family life, they're not happy. There's solitude, there's loneliness. And we do see here that, swords are like the the prison cell, right? You know, the dark thoughts, the I don't know if I can manage this. What's beneath that? We've got false person. Someone fearing them and having distrust, or someone imagining something that they want to create, stabilize, but they may be not trusting that what they imagine can happen. But change is imminent. We've got the Chariot, the Cancer season could possibly be bringing major changes. Let's see what these Eight of Swords are that are sort of blocking the situation. It could be it could be timing, it could be someone's obligations. I do see the prison cell very much the Saturnian energy. So on this full moon, we will see, possibly even find a resolution as to what is the way to break free, to break out, and to find our freedom. The freedom to move freely. And you know, she can, oh, my camera's, she can free herself. It's her mind that's keeping her. We've got distrust, the domestico. This is someone logically that's around you, where there's distrust. They should be helping out, but they're not. They're working for on their own behalf. Something about the home, you know, domestico. Something about the family, something about the past. We've got the Gran Signore, and we could be talking about two different males here, two different individuals. The Gran Signore is like the King of Cups, King of Wands, King of Pentacles. Right? This is someone that is usually very generous. 13, he's got a 13. Scorpio can come through, but also there's change. The Death card, big changes relative to even, because you could see he's very prideful. He's someone that holds a position in society. Financially, they're in a good place. They come from a posh background. They've got a name for themselves. But there's distrust here. And we've got the il nemico, which is the poison, the snake. You see the snake here. It's like the poison is moving away. So the animosity, the enemy is moving away. The dark thoughts. Oh my God, we've got 2 11s. We have 2 11s and a number 13. 11s are portals for me. This is also releasing any distrust if you're dealing with someone that maybe hasn't been totally open with you. Someone that fears trusting. Someone that is going through a big crisis, change, and this could also be someone that has got support from others. It could be from a friend, someone that's close in their environment, that's helping them get out of something difficult. Let's continue here. I want more information. Yeah, we've got Superbian. This is like the male peacock. This is luck. This is abundance, spirituality, a spiritual connection. There could also be competition between two. Who's the prize? We've got a female that's the prize here, and she's blocked as well. She's got her concerns. We've got alegria, merriment and happiness. There's the support. But also it's like someone will trust that things will go well here. They've got a support system. And 3 of Cups, Belvedere. 3 of Cups it's happiness. It's a meeting, coming together. Remember, she's waiting on someone's arrival and they're coming from a distance. Okay, this is a meetup. This is a reconciliation for some people. This is a 3-way situation for some others. What is this imprisoning situation about? Because to me, it's a 29 and it does add up to an 11. 11, maybe pay attention to synchronistic numbers, 11, 11, 11. They're signs coming from spirit saying the portal, the passage is open. What? We've got Viaggio. Someone is ready to take that voyage. It's the Three of Wands, which is telling me, and the Three of Wands is like the ship that's on the horizon. And we see someone that is coming, taking steps towards that voyage. And the voyage could be a new life cycle. Someone's covering ground. We've got a knight in shining armor. They could wear a uniform. This is the artista, the crazy one, the crazy scientist, someone who sits behind a desk. It's like the illusion is clearing here. You could be dealing with someone that's very creative, someone that wears a uniform, a doctor, a solicitor, lawyer, someone that's very significant, someone that uses logic, but they have that very strong imagination, very strong emotional side, but they're not very clear about that. This could also be some sort of a decision. And we've got the ladro, the thief, someone who finds a way to get into that, well, that ivory tower, but they're the third person. Can you see? This is the Ten of Pentacles. It's like a family situation. It's a marriage. Ten of Pentacles is also abundance. So if you've been waiting on something to change relative to your money, you're finding a way to get through the window. It's like the Seven of Swords, which speaks to intelligence, finding a resolution. And, well, the ladro, very intelligent, will find a way to get through. And for some of you, this could be a third party situation as well. What's at the bottom of the deck? And we've got Gran Consolazione. What you've imagined you could possibly physically create. This is the most positive card in the Sibillas. There's the cloud, which is Neptune. And we're given the opportunity, I would say, with this full moon in Capricorn, to get grounded and see the reality of the situation. For some, things will work. For others, they won't, because you're seeing the truth. The illusion will be broken, and that's what I feel that this full moon will be all about. The breaking of illusions, seeing things from the true realistic side of things. Now remember, Saturn is something long-standing, long-term, but is the taskmaster and is challenging. Will test you to see if you've got the stamina to get to that apex of the mountain. All right, so keep that in mind. Something to do with secrets, a family secrets, traditions, marriage. Again, we've got Taurus in number 13. Money is playing a major role here as well, because this guy's imagining all these riches, the success, the acknowledgement, right? Okay. I'll let you fit it to your own personal life. Let's take a message from the Energy Oracle. Dear Spirit, what are the energies? What is the advice? What is it that we need to know? If you've been feeling lonely and like there's no one there for you, and, you know, a lot of downtime, alone time, know that it's the full moon. It's the full moon. It can be emotionally heavy, but this too shall pass. But, you know, a full moon in Capricorn is about stabilizing something. Look back to the new moon in Capricorn around Christmas last year. What was going on for you then? This is now the culmination of it on the 29th or 30th, or even coming up to that date. Let's see what the advice is. We've got 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron, number 40. Let's read that. 4 is also the Emperor, and it's the home. It's got to do with the past. Remember, Mercury will be retrograding in Cancer, which is the past. Okay. Number 40. This very powerful archangel Metatron brings brilliant indigo vibrations to your brow chakra or third eye, which is the center devoted to insight and clear thought. When this card appears upright, it indicates a much greater clarity in your thought process and an expanded perspective toward broader horizons. Wow. That to me ties in very much with this message here of the distant horizons. Your imagination, you need, but to manifest this, there's something you need to leave behind, okay? Some new perceptions are taking hold and the clouds of confusion are clearing. In some ways, this could be a new beginning for you're on your way to developing a deeper insight about what's going on in your life and why. Now is the time to focus on your personal vision. What do you want your life to look like in the years ahead? Create a clear picture of that and support it with your daily thoughts. The insight you need to create a vibrant life is available to you now. So look out for signs and synchronicities, just as I was saying before. Wow, okay, so it looks like it does agree a lot with us, with the reading today. Release any negative thoughts. Trust your higher self. Remember the Three of Cups is here. And this is Belvedere. This is the arrival of some sort of celebration, support. Anyway, my darlings, we'll be back on Wednesday with a love reading, but I'd like to also remind you that I have got 20% off the 3-month astrological analysis if you're interested. And this discount will be on for just, I would say, another week, because after that I'll be busy with, my obligations. So those that take advantage of this discount, know that you won't have to wait too long for your reading. Within a week, you should be able to have your reading returned to you. And that would be comparing your chart to the transiting planets, because we've just entered the summer solstice, winter solstice in the southern hemisphere, in the northern, the summer solstice. We're officially in summer. Happy summer, everyone. Do take advantage of this analysis. And, well, after that, we're heading towards summer. So we need to sort of enjoy ourselves, It's a time to get out and about and have fun. We are coming up to the Leo season, which is all about getting out there, enjoying ourselves, having fun, connecting, taking risk, flirtation, all these beautiful energies of the Leo season. Right now, we're still in the Cancer season, which is more about our emotional safety. Who are we living with? Who are we? Who is surrounding our life? Where do we reside? Are we happy where we're living? In the country we live in the home we live in? All these themes will be coming up during the Cancer season. All right, I could keep talking for another hour to you, but that's all we should be talking about today. We're reading the energies. If you're interested in a personal reading, all the details are beneath. We've also got TikTok. We've got an English TikTok and a Greek TikTok and Instagram, English and Greek. So, yeah, believe it or not, we're very busy. And Mary Lou Cup application. Cross your fingers that we get through to Apple now. This is what we're waiting on. And also, please look out for the challenging aspect of Mars connecting with Uranus at the early degrees of Gemini. Please be very careful. Take your foot off the pedal. That conjunction, that meeting of these two planets, I mean, they meet up every couple of years. Last time they met up was at the end of Taurus. Now they're affecting Gemini. The changes that they will bring, because they could be blessings, sudden turns and breakthroughs, would be for the early born air signs and fire signs. The water and earth signs need to take more care. And I hope collectively that it's not the amplification of any wars, because it could be any terrorist attacks or fires, bushfires. I mean, I'm expecting that here in Greece. We're having a fair bit of wind and warm weather, so who knows how it's going to work out and for who. Sudden blackouts, so much could happen. We talk about it on Patreon. Do consider joining us there and supporting us. Thank you so much, everyone. Love and light. And we'll be back not tomorrow, but on Wednesday with a love reading. We'll be premiering that, so we'll be in the chat with you. Thank you so much for your love, support, liking, sharing, subscribing, hyping, and for downloading Mary Lou Cup app for Android users. We will let you know when it will be ready for iPhone users. Fingers crossed that will happen very soon. Love and light, everyone. I'll catch you in a couple of days.